Alright. Usually I'm a little bit more exuberant, but with what the reason for this for the title, I don't know how else to do this, folks. I guess try to keep it as normal as usual. So, great sanitation, Streamland! Your boy Ravager's back at a given episode of Ravager Game Corner's terrible game for awesome people. Where I, your host Ravager, provide you awesome people for terrible gaming, so you can mock, or you know, or enjoy, make fun of, you know. Oh, that's the part of the mock, or enjoy, you know, or a little bit of both. Who knows? You be the judge. Anyways, folks, time to get started. As it says, we're gonna try to finish Linnea's quest today, story quest today. And then after that, well, once I finish the quest, that'll be the end of the broadcast for today, sadly. Alright, anyways, oh, wait, give me a moment, folks. Nature's calling me online, too. I'll be back in 5 or 10.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again? Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning. Try some great cooking.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Error.
Come, try some creative cooking. Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Rebooting.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again? Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Ooh, you restaurant? That place Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Error.
Whew, good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Rebooting.
Try some creative cooking. Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Rebooting.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again? Oh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Error.
Try some creative cooking. Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Error.
Try some creative cooking.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Ooh, you restaurant?
Rebooting.
That place isn't even worth mentioning. Try some creative cooking. Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again?
Rebooting.
Ooh, you
Whew,
restaurant?
good roll.
That place
Alright,
isn't even
maybe I'll
worth
take
mentioning.
one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Rebooting.
Try some creative cooking. Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Error.
Try some creative cooking. Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Try some creative cooking.
Rebooting.
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes over and over again? Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Rebooting.
Come and try some creative cooking. over and over again. Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Error.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Why do those dwarves make the same mistakes over and over? Ooh, you restaurant? That place isn't even worth mentioning.
Alright, I'm back, folks. Sorry about the wait. A little longer than I thought it was going to take. Alright, now then, let's get going. For those who just got here, if you wonder what the title says, yes, that is right. It's my final broadcast for who knows how long. I'll get into it. Actually, I could probably get into the details now before we get into, you know, the cutscenes and all that stuff. Alright, so my father died died Thursday, so 2 days ago it's been now. And well, with him gone now, my younger brother and I just don't have the extra income necessary to stay living where we're currently at now. So far we're still trying to get the cremation resolved. My father's cremation resolved.
Take it easy.
Due to the lack of any life insurance or anything like that. What else? The weird thing is, my father is a veteran, and you figure the VA would be able to cover for that. Unfortunately, when he was discharged, that's what they told him, is that they will cover for his funeral costs and such. But now, with the way things have changed in the last, I'm not sure exactly how long ago it was when they changed this for the VA, but for Veteran Affairs. But basically, sometime between when he retired in '99 and basically 2016. Or between 99 and 1999 and now, hey, chill out, girl, chill. I say calm. No, hey, I say calm down, calm down, you little spaz. Behave. It's okay. You're fine. There's no need to be so aggressive. Okay, be nice. All right, be nice. Anyways, where's I at? So sometime between, odds are I've had a venture guess is probably, honestly, to not get political, but I'm going to point it out. I'm pretty sure it was right in Trump's first administration when they changed a lot of the things in terms of not just military service, for the military service, but also a lot of the veterans care and such for. And budgeting, they changed a lot of the rules and aftercare stuff. So now we're just kind of well, I mean, it's not hard to figure out what we're kind of in the middle of doing right now.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
A little amuse-bouche.
Alright, where's I at? So yeah, right now I only got a few, because it's the weekend now. So he died so close to the weekend. Trying to get everything taken care of in a 2-day span, and it was not exactly happening apparently. So, and it's not like he died during the early morning hours either. He died late in the evening. So we wasn't able to get started to work on a lot of this stuff until yesterday, so, or on any of this stuff until yesterday. And, well, normally I'd be at work today, but I took bereavement, so I'm gonna be off for a couple of weeks from work, but that's not going to change the fact of my, well, like I said, the whatchamacallit, it's not going to change the fact that I still have the stuff that's going to finish, and so I'm going to be working back on it again tomorrow. So that's, and the next, then after that, next 10 days is going to be spent just working on that, finishing that up, and then working on my living arrangement. Because on top of all that stuff else, my younger brother and I still have to deal with his bank accounts, and then we got to take care of the tags for the plates, to get those situated. And yeah, it's just a big cluster mess. A bit of a cluster mess for me, folks, to say the least.
Adaptive frosting! Surprise baptism! The Oracle didn't mention that. Yeah.
Darn tune, I didn't mention that.
Way now. Have a safe trip.
A burst of flavor! Off to the freezer!
A little too late for me to bother with that part, so. Oh, I would have used my burst, but it's a little too late for that shenanigans. Oh, I know I forgot something yesterday. I forgot to finish up with getting the crystal flies, farming crystal flies for the, so I could keep my supply of whatchamacallit, not fragile, condensed resin. That's what it was. Now I can keep my supply of condensed resin rolling. Well. Alright, let's do this.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Expeditions first and foremost.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Why, thank you, Catherine. I've had some restless nights too, honestly. Although, I've always had restless nights anyway, so it hasn't affected my sleep too much, folks. Thank you for asking.
Alright, maybe
Some
I'll
of
take
you
one
were
more day
asking.
off and knock out
Or
the rest
wonder.
of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Error.
Alright, oh right, so now we gotta do this. Oh, wait, didn't I not use all of my... Could've sworn I did. Alright, I guess I gotta knock out one more. Clearly. Unless I was one shy from than I previously had thought. That could have been why I didn't hit the whole 160. Usually, since it's 60 times it by 3, that should have hit me up to about... oh, 180. Why am I struggling to even do basic multiplication? Good grief. Alright,
A dash of frosting! Let's stir things up! Maybe Archon protect us!
The fairy. What's one more?
Busted.
A moment, please.
Surprise baptism! Thus saith the animal!
Cut down. Like this.
Did you know many similar models of handcuffs can all be unlocked using the same master key? Except mine, of course. They're different.
Let's stir things up!
is that so, Risley?
Goose on the loose! A little amuse-bouche!
Quietly now.
Surprise baptism! Yeah, yeah, this should be fun! Yeah! Yeah!
She has no place in the battlefield. She belongs in the kitchen. Sexist! I had to go with that, folks. It was just a little hang. I mean, besides the fact that it was a little hanging fruit, but come on, man. How could I not capitalize on that exceptionally low hanging fruit? Alright, there. That should take care of the whole... Yep, there we are. Alright. Well, with that being stated, onwards to Not Cry. Back to the story at hand. I'm assuming that these were right here. Otherwise, I'd be impressed the feat to get all this built in such a extremely short time, especially without modern technology. All right. Milani, huh?
Come on, take a look. Next up is Mualani. Oh, so we have to fight that big Holosaur next? Oh, Aguara, we're counting on you.
Don't worry, just do your best. That goes without saying.
Paimon noticed something when we were drawing lots. Most of the contestants have given their animal companion a cool title. Shall we come up with one for Aguara, too?
Roarin Sorin. It's cheesy, but works.
Aguara seems to like it. Awesome. Okay, let's head to the next match.
Indeed, let's head to the next match. Always ready to rumble.
After
What you doing,
fierce
Sky?
competition so far, we're left with the creme de la creme of the contestants.
Poor dog. She's
But who among them
keeps
will
looking outside the
advance to
window,
the
hoping that
semifinals? There's only
that
one
my
way to
father's
find
gonna
out.
come back home
Joining
soon.
us to kick this round off, we have the Traveler and his partner, Aguara, versus Mualani and her partner, Mamala.
How you feeling today, Mamala? That's the spirit! Now let's get out there and show these not-cry folks what the people of the Springs are all about!
I thought you were about, you know, surfing, catching waves, hot bathing, and partying with good food. I'm gonna go with that. Alright. Yep. She got me on that one. I was a faint 100%. Alright, so that's when she's gonna faint. Alright, so for defensive posture, it's usually beat by a charge attack, so odds are she's gonna go for that, so let's go with this. Ha. Alright, I figured her out. No, she's not going to do a heavy strike, she's going to do the opposite of that. So, heavy strike is countered by quick attack, so... Dang, she got me that time. Should've went with charge attack. Defensive passive for sure, so boom.
What a tough cookie! I thought this would be way easier. Your little Saurian doesn't play around. Alright, get up close and let's settle this!
He definitely does not play around.
Jump,
I know that.
Mamala! Get out of the water!
Oh, it's on his left eye, so dodge to the right.
Watch out! You took advantage of Mamala's blind spot. Not bad.
Some would consider that cheap. Alright. Rapid assault, so yeah, and she looks like she's doing gonna be confident in that, so defensive attack it is. Alright, yep, quick attack, so yep, boom.
Mamala has lost the strength to fight on. The Traveler and Aguara are the winners!
Seriously? There's no way I just lost. Gotta hand it to you, Aguara. You are seriously strong for your age. That was incredible. Hey, you're strong too, Mamala. That one was on me. I made too many bad calls. I'm sorry. Keep it up, Aguara. I want to see you take down even more opponents.
Alright, stretchy time.
You're the best little Saurian out there today. I'll leave you guys to it. Cheer up, Mamala.
Set this up.
How about I take you for a tasty treat, huh? Wow! That was a nail-biting match! Paimon's heart's still racing! Anyway, Linnea will have finished her match by now too, right? Let's go see how she did! Linnea!
Alright. Sure, Metro.
It sure is! Wanna take a guess who won?
Not hard to guess.
Judging by the smile on your face, Paimon's pretty sure it was you. Correct! I was about to go watch the other matches. Care to join me? The next one's a pretty big deal. Someone called Celino versus the reigning champion, Yehoda. Ooh, we had to watch that. Yehoda's a friend of ours, so we should be there to cheer her on. Perfect. Well, stick around. It should be starting soon.
How's this the semifinals again? If that's two of us, there's still another way. That means there should be another way. That means quarterfinals if anything else. Ooh, a little badger. Ooh, this is gonna be tough.
What the? Celino's companion is a radiant blade horn? Those things are extremely hostile. How did you manage to tame it? Technically speaking, radiant blade horns are classed as monsters, but they are beasts of the wild, and they're not exactly uncommon. It's not against the rules, but still, it's gonna be a really hard one to beat. Go
Indeed.
for it, Yehoda! You got this!
Ignorance really is bliss, but it won't last forever.
So Selena her name. She was the one watching Linnea's last match, and there was something strangely hostile about her demeanor. Yeah, it doesn't even look like she's got a vision on her either. Probably an important NPC. But Linnea doesn't seem to know who she is. She talked about if she's just another contestant.
Do you think speed alone will stop me from catching you?
How about you run around and find out? Reed Miller the 13th, run that thing ragged, and then go in for the kill!
Behind you, on the right.
Reed! reaction time is incredible. It's almost as if she can read her opponent's mind. Dodge left, Lumi! Thanks, that means a lot. Yeah, I think we performed pretty well out there. Not just Lumi, I was really in the zone today. I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes it feels like I can predict my opponent's next move. I know exactly what to do before I've even had the time to think.
Linnea said something similar to the first minute. Could it be a coincidence?
Keep it together, Reed! Jump!
He's trying to jump on your back, Hemus. Don't give him the chance. Use your wind blades to slow him down.
He's too powerful! You've gotta go for a knockout blow! Charge your lightning, Reed! Then blast him with all you've got!
Deflect it back, Hemus.
Too bad Pikachu's gonna lose, folks. Pikachu's gonna
That
lose.
was close. But the outcome is all that matters.
Reed Miller the 13th has lost the strength to fight on. Celino and Hemus are the winners!
Those wings! Wait! Who are you? And why do you... why do you have the same...
I've been through this moment so many times in my head. Imagining you sharing the same pain I feel. I thought it would bring me joy. But I guess not. You're better off with the life you have, Linnea. The less you know, the better.
My head! Don't go! Wait!
A little slow on the reaction time to match up with the dialogue, you know?
What happened? Why did Linnea faint? We gotta find her somewhere to lie down. Quick! Hurry! What happened? I'll go get Lauma.
She's breathing normally. No obstruction of the airways. She just needs a little peace and quiet.
Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Lauma.
My pleasure. If she has any more trouble, just let me know.
Will do. Oh, Linnea. Please wake up soon. Good morning. Huh? Where am I? Lumi? Lumi! How strange. Where could she be? I wonder how long I was out for. Well, I'd better take a look outside. Lumi! There you are! I've been looking all over for you. Come on, say something. Why do you look so anxious?
Looks like our contestants and their partners are in position. On the one side, we have Linnea and her partner Lumi, and on the other side, we have Celino and her partner Hemus. Buckle up, folks. The semifinals are about to begin.
Wait, how is it the semifinals already? Also, how did I even get here? get it. I'm still dreaming.
You can do it, old boss.
Even if this is a dream, I can't let my supporters down. I'm gonna give this my all. We're up, Lumi. Let's show them what we've got.
All right.
What a spectacular duel! But Lumi has lost the strength to fight on. Meaning, Celino and Hamus have earned their place in the final!
Huh? What's going on? They're saying I lost already? This dream sucks. I want to wake up right now. I've heard that if you try really hard to open your eyes, you can force yourself awake. Did it work?
Apparently I gotta look around.
Guess not.
No auto.
Huh? Is dream me writing a diary? My Adventurers Guild's salary alone will never be enough to finance a research vessel. It seems my only option is to take up adventuring full-time.
Yep, no autoplay for this.
Vessel? Looks like Dream Me is working hard toward my goal. But the cost is just astronomical. It could take a whole lifetime to save up for. Day 1. Got beaten up by monsters. Day 5. Ran for my life with Lumi. Turns out I'm getting faster.
Yeah, very peculiar indeed. Hi, Sweet Pea. What you doing? Yeah, Daddy's stretching. I'm gonna miss this girl. Yep, nothing's still there.
Day 20. Asked a merchant about prices. Ships cost a fortune. But I can worry about that later. Right now, it's time for a proper meal. I'm starving. Day 72. Found a huge abandoned treasure chest. Finders keepers! Happy adventure anniversary to me! 1 year in. And still nowhere near rich enough to afford a ship.
Damn, how much does a ship cost in that land? Because seriously, she looks like she's piloting, and he's got some money stashed away. Even more by the looks of it, that one right there.
Almost got scammed. Note to self. Second-hand ships aren't to be trusted. Good job I was wary and checked it over thoroughly before committing. You really do get what you pay for.
Sounds like she also knows what she's looking for, what to look for when it comes to a ship. Hey, what happened to her big box of chest of money? And what's with that? Scales there.
Finally beat that pesky thing. Hoping the materials I gathered recently will fetch a good price. The diary ends here. Hold on. Is this... a deed for the purchase of a large ship? And I've signed it! Could it be?
Oh, snickerdoodles, girl. Snickerdoodles. Alright.
A dream come true!
Can't look down. Can't look up.
The Golden Beagle! What a wonderful dream! The ship gently swaying as it carries me to a faraway land. Oh, what a feeling!
It looks like a treasure map of sorts.
Let me check the chart. Next stop, Guyan Stone Forest. That place is steeped in myths and stories. I've only ever seen it in picture books. From there, it's on to Dragonspine. What? I've always wanted to visit, but never dared to.
Hold on, folks. I stretched for the last 3 days, so I'm stretching now. All right. What kind of drinks does she got going on over here? What is she? Oh, Drayun peppers. I guess those are some spices, herbs and spices there, possibly. But as for these liquids, I don't know. Juices, maybe? Doesn't seem like she's the type to drink alcohol.
What's this? Clearwater jade? Pretty sure this can only be found in Tinyu Vale. It's so beautiful. It looks like this ship has sailed to many places already. Makes sense. As soon as I buy my research vessel, I'll be off and away to voyage non-stop.
You've been really down the last couple of days. What's up? You're not seasick, are you? I've left your lunch by the door. Make sure to get some good rest once you've eaten.
Coming!
Ooh, there. That takes care of the lower back part. Naturally. Yeah, we'll go out for a walk in a moment, baby girl.
Where am I now? Ugh, I feel so sore and tired. Wait, but I thought I was dreaming. Why do I feel like this? Is this some sort of lucid dream? Oh, whatever. I'd better take a look outside.
Actually, now's a good time, folks, for me to... Actually, no, she doesn't look like she wants to go yet, so we can keep going until my dog gives me the go-to.
Jade. Didn't I see this on the ship just now? Why is it in pieces? And these books, how did they end up in this cave?
Yeah, that's a good question.
How could this happen?
Shipwrecked? Maybe?
Lumi, why do you look so sad? Hey, don't be scared. I'm right here, by your side.
Alright, that's one arm down. And this returns from a sweet dream to a night to a waking nightmare.
We're never getting back, are we? We're done for. It's all over.
Looks like they're in Guiyun ship. Guiyun forest, maybe?
Is this the Golden Beagle? But why? It's just a dream, though, right? Come on, get a grip, Linnea. It's not real. None of this is real.
Ooh. Okay, almost done with my arm stretches.
It's been many long years since the Golden Beagle sank. The diary again. How long is this terrible dream going to last?
Apropos, I'm actually doing this quest right now, of all things, apparently.
I'd love to say I'm over it now, but the truth is it still gets me down sometimes. It's like there's a heavy stone that's blocking up my heart, constantly weighing me down. Maybe a walk in the courtyard will take my mind off things. Besides, my sister should be here soon. I can wait for her outside.
Sister? What sister?
Sister? Who am I talking about? So many dreams, one after the other. My brain can barely process it all.
Oh, there's no sprinting on this, folks. It's gonna be a slow walk. The slow, painful walk, as always. what you doing, big girl? Yeah. Well, I figured you want me to play with you.
Huh? That voice sounds familiar.
Over here. Did you get my letter, Linnea? I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Come back to the tundra with me, so we can be with Mom and Dad one last time.
Selena? She's my sister?
Selena.
Mom and Dad?
Oh, it's just Selena
One
or
last
Selena?
time? Selena? She's my sister? Selena?
Selena.
She's my...
Okay, it almost sounds like she's
This is
saying
the natural
announcing as a
circle of life.
oh.
We don't live that much longer than humans. This day was always going to come. I can't pretend I'm not sad. But at the same time, I wonder how an ordinary person would react to hearing this news. At the very least, they wouldn't have to endure this horrid feeling of having tears they're unable to shed. After all, we've already seen how all of this would unfold, long before it ever came to pass. Remember, when you passed out during that competition? You saw it all as you lay there, unconscious. At the time, you thought it was just a dream.
What is she talking about? No. No. This can't be true.
I understand how you feel. One moment you're gazing into the future from the past. The next, you're there, looking back at where it all began. When these two perspectives collide, how can the journey not feel like a dream?
Wait, what?
Remember, when you passed out during that competition? You saw it all as you lay there, unconscious. At the time, you thought it was just a dream. Remember, when you passed out during that competition? You saw it all as you lay there, unconscious. At the time, you thought it was...
Might be raining a little bit later. Oh, sorry, folks. Anyways.
Time flies. One day, we too will grow old. Is it even possible to live a life without regrets?
A long time ago, my friends and I talked about our dreams. Mine was to buy a research vessel and explore the mysteries of the world. then, when too old for a life of adventure, I'd combine everything I've learned into an illustrated atlas of nature. My entire life is recorded in these pages. Maybe one day, a long, long time from now, someone will open them and see that there are sections on the formation and evolution of certain creatures and environments that remain blank. Whoever you are, I entrust the task of filling those blank pages to you. The end of my time grows near, and I can no longer travel very far.
Wow, she's just seeing what could have been passing by her eyes, huh? That's quite the weird situation we got going on here, to say the least. Looks like an alpaca or a llama. And some of these are creatures that are not native to Nodcry. And those two, I think, are. That definitely. But this one's Sumeru, and these are Fontaine, usually. In terms of where they're found at. I find these things all over the place. So I couldn't tell you for sure. Maybe the fox, specifically probably Inazuma? Who knows? The shadow knows. Okay, so can't look around. Weird that.
This feels like an illusion, yet at the same time, so real. The end of life. So this is what death feels like. I still feel some faint sensations in my stiffening body, but I can't so much as move a finger. As the warmth flows out of me, I feel no pain. Just the emptiness that remains after everything else has slipped away. So it wasn't a dream after all. It's all...
So I wonder if that's how the thoughts that was running through my father's mind when I had to watch as the plug was pulled up and the tubes are pulled out of him after the comfort care was administered.
Oh, you were out for a long time. You must be starving. Do you want something to eat? Linnea, why are you crying? What time is it? It's evening. And it's the day after the quarterfinals.
So it was right. Where's the quarterfinals?
We were watching the match between Celino and Yehoda when you ran over and grabbed Celino's arm. Then, you just passed out. Do you have any recollection? So many things came flooding into my head, one after another. The end of the competition, things from my future. Even the very end of my life. When I finally had to bid farewell to the world. Some moments were joyful, others painful. All of it felt so real. I don't know how to describe it, but it was terrifying.
After one of her matches, Linnea mentioned her mysterious intuition that helps her predict her opponent's moves. Celino seemed to display a similar ability during her match with the Yehoda. Could this have something to do with Linnea's dreams? Sure, Celino?
Good point. You passed out right after grabbing her. Plus, she said a load of cryptic-sounding stuff. She has to know something about what's going on. Still, is it really a good idea to go looking for her? What if the same thing happens again? Do you remember when we were at Speranza and I told you guys about my childhood? Well, there were a few details I left out. I wasn't a very cheerful kid, nor was I all that brave. Before I told my human parents about being a fae, I spent so many sleepless nights tossing and turning. I knew what might happen once I told them. I desperately hoped they'd say, Linnea, even if you aren't our child, we still love you. But I knew that was impossible. Their own human child was out there somewhere, as were my fae parents. Our family was a lie. And all lies unravel with time.
Kind of like how
So,
kids are swapped by accidentally swapped by
terrified,
birth,
and even though
and
I
then
knew
go
I might
all
end
the
up
whole
an unwanted child, I eventually
child without
mustered the
knowing.
courage to tell them. I did what I thought was right. I knew things might not turn out how I hoped, but I wasn't going back on my decision. The same applies this time. I have to see Celino. Oh, Linnea. I'm now realizing that I have no idea where she is. Oh, don't tell me I have to wait until the next round of the competition. Huh? Aguara, do you know where Celino is?
I think he wants us to follow.
Do you remember Celino's scent? That's amazing! You're the best, Aggie. All right. I think I'm about ready to do this. No use delaying it any longer. Let's go!
All right.
Everyone says there's tons of work. Everyone says there's tons of work. Why is none of it found
Alright, wait a second, I need to... what is that? Alright, pop that in. Okay, now then. Alright, escort quest. That takes a good while to accomplish. Cool. At least I don't have to worry about ridiculous enemies spawning and the escortee just walking the straight bullets. Old school gaming boomers like me. If you know, you know. And if those who don't, all I gotta say is if you ever get a chance to play GoldenEye 007, the Natasha escort mission is extremely... A lot of old school gamers are extremely familiar with that one, and trust me, it is by far the most, one of, if not the most egregious escort missions ever in video gaming history.
After all that, Celino's staying in the room right next to ours? No wonder Aguara could pick up her scent. Is anyone there? You're sure this is the right room? Celino, I know you're in there. Please, I need to talk to you. Celino?
I'm not here.
Are are too!
This is too hilarious.
God, quit bothering me!
Not a chance! If you don't open the door, I'll be waiting right here outside until you change your mind. I have so many questions to ask you. Can you at least answer this one? Who are you to me? Are you my sister? Open the door!
Ooh, damn, that's gonna hurt her head a little bit.
All right. Stop yelling. Come in.
That wasn't so hard now, was it?
Take a seat. Just to be clear, I wasn't expecting visitors, so I can't offer you much in the way of comfort. Curiosity is a dangerous trait, Linnea. You're gonna regret coming here. Don't say I didn't warn you.
You sure about that? Because if I hadn't come here, I'd be regretting it already. Will you please answer me now? Why do we have the same wings on our heads? Why did I pass out when I touched you? And why did I see all those...
Visions of your future?
So, it wasn't a dream after all.
Technically speaking.
Of course not. Linnea, you're an avid student of the natural world. Surely you're aware of the 6 most common types of Fae?
The Vila, Domovoy, Leshy, Volkodlok, Snegovic, and Jack Frosts.
Right. Well, there are many less common varieties too. The legendary Lantern Fae, the Sirens with their lilting songs, and us, the Augury Birds.
Yeah, with
We foretell both disaster and
that one
delight,
guy in the
gazing
Ratnik
upon the past dawn and future night.
being a lantern.
Others fear and revere our might, while we alone detest our plight.
I've never heard of an augury bird before, or the poem you just recited.
That's hardly a surprise. You can count the number of augury birds alive today on one hand.
Well, folks, looks like we better get start breeding.
And that includes you and me.
So it's true then. We really are family.
Family.
Selena didn't deny that they're family, but something about that word seems to trigger her. Clearly, she has conflicting emotions about her family.
Augury birds are born with a peculiar ability. We can see crossroads in the flow of fate. Immutable future events that all paths will lead to.
Are you talking about prophecies?
We've met other people with the ability to see the future.
Doesn't surprise me. Humanity has many ways of observing fate. The stars, the ley lines. Our abilities are feeble in comparison. We can only see our own fates. If a friend wants to know their future, or someone is concerned about the destiny of the world, we're powerless to help. But the way it feels to witness your own fate, I trust you understand by now, Linnea.
It certainly wasn't fun. Those prophecies brought a flood of emotions with them. From excitement to frustration to bitterness. By the end, all I was left with was a kind of numb emptiness. I had a goal in life, and before I even had the chance to start fighting for it, I saw how it would end. It's like someone spoiled the ending of a story I was really enjoying.
Indeed.
Wait till you've tried to defy fate and found how powerless you are to change it. That's when the real suffering begins.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirits.
The Visionaries once said something similar. the visionary of Vodafone of the five sinners. If fate were easier to change, seeing the future would be a huge blessing. It would be a power desired by all. But if fate is set in stone, then knowing the future must be a heavy burden to bear.
When you know every joy and every sorrow you'll ever experience, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Like you said, it leaves you with a numb emptiness. Generation after generation of augury birds lived with this burden. Until you were born, and our parents found the only solution they could think of. If an augury bird is set far from the Fae to grow up among humans, the awakening of their prophetic abilities could be delayed.
So that's how I became a changeling. What about the child I was switched with? What happened to her?
Don't worry, she had the opposite problem to you. She needed to live among the Fae. She was born with a strange, rare disease that humans cannot cure. If she hadn't been switched, she would have died a long time ago. Our parents saved her life, then raised her as their own. Eventually, her birth parents came to find her, and now they're living together in Snezhnegrad.
I see.
Snezhnaya, basically.
Wow. It all makes sense now. But there's still one thing you haven't explained. Those things you said before I fainted. What did you mean by all that?
I meant exactly what I said. I don't like you.
But why?
No reason.
So we're back to this? If you won't tell me, I'll have to guess myself. Celino, are you jealous of me?
Good guess. But I wouldn't call it jealousy. More like resentment. By the time my parents came up with a solution for you and sent you off to live with the humans, I was already tormented by visions. If I'd been born just a few years later. How cruel fate can be. Mom and Dad would sneak over to Nodcry to see you sometimes. They talked about you non-stop. Even that human child got more attention than me.
Resentment maybe, but resentment starts from somewhere. Jealousy is a good place for it to start.
When I saw you there in the distance, living your carefree life, I was torn apart by jealousy. But I had to pretend that nothing was wrong. Even that I wished you well. Did no one ever consider how I felt? What was I to them? A reject? A failure? A pitiful wretch abandoned by fate?
Oh, Celino.
All of this led to me deciding, a long time ago, that when you were old enough, I'd come pay you a visit. My plan was to tell you the truth about everything. And then...
Hey, misery loves company and all that, folks.
would share in my suffering. I know. What kind of horrible person would want to do that to someone? Someone like me, apparently.
Then why did you hide from me?
Alright, this allows me to make my lunch a little bit.
You really want me to keep guessing?
It was because I found out the image of you I'd built up in my head. Of happy-go-lucky Linnea, spoiled by her parents and coddled by fate. It was all just a fantasy. I overheard you and Speranza talking about your past. Desperately trying to hide the truth about who you were. Somehow getting by with a ragtag bunch of kids in the conch gang. You described it so nonchalantly. But it was eating me up inside. In that moment. I didn't want to see you suffer, and I couldn't go on resenting you any longer. I just wanted to hold you tight and tell you everything will be fine, that you still have a family.
Hey, sis. You're really not cut out to be a villain. So much for making me suffer, huh? Now you're the one crying and I have to comfort you. But I understand now. That feeling you had, it wasn't resentment. You were just lonely. I've always wondered about my real family. I'm so glad you are willing to see me, sis.
Thank you. All of you. This is not how I expected this to go.
Don't mention it. Paimon thinks it's always best to get everything off your chest. That way, everyone can go back to being happy. You're right, Paimon. I haven't been this happy in a long time. Hey, Celino. I was wondering, how did you end up with a Radiant Bladehorn as your partner? All the ones I've seen in the wild have been hyper-aggressive. They certainly wouldn't let me get close enough to touch them.
We met that time when Mom and Dad brought me to see you in Nodcry. Hemus was still a baby then. Must have gotten separated from his parents. I ended up looking after him for a while. I suppose our friendship was preordained. Just like my upcoming victory in this competition. An immutable crossroads in the flow of fate.
Immutable?
You're welcome to try to fight it, if you want. Prepare to experience just how cruel fate can be. Leave this competition and fly somewhere far away. I promise you, something will happen to force you right back here. Or if you prefer, you could go all out and try to beat me. But I have both luck and superior strength on my side. It's a goal few will never overcome. The prophecies we see are the meeting points of every possible path. There are many possible roads into the future. But they all lead to the same destination in the end.
Now that I know the pain of seeing my own fate for myself, I have to ask, how have you kept it going all these years?
I learned to submit to fate. I just have to accept what will happen. There's no other choice. Since the outcome can't be changed, how I get there doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Every crossroad I've foreseen is a curse. So the best I can do is chase a little happiness in the unknowns between them. But what about you, Linnea? What's your perspective?
I think I see things differently. How about we continue this conversation after the tournament? I'd rather give you my answer then.
All right, just don't get your hopes up about the future. I don't want to see the disappointment tear you apart.
I'll be fine, trust me. Anyway, we'll leave it there for today. See you in the arena! It's getting pretty late. We should all get some sleep. You're staying at the flagship too, right? No need to see me out. I'll be fine. Oh, and thanks so much for keeping me company today. Good night.
Alright, give me a moment, folks. Making my lunch.
It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... Here to sign up with the facility. Make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... Make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... Paperwork is all in order. If you're here to sign up with the Fatui... It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... Make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. If you're here to sign up back in my day, we'd... Make sure your paperwork is all in order. If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... Paperwork is all in order. It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd... It's so noisy here. Back in my day, we'd...
Okay, folks, I'm almost finished cooking my lunch. Alright, let's go to the my room. Let's go to the NPC, the main character's room.
Traveler, are you awake? Oh, neither can Paimon. Linnea and Selino aren't the only ones with a big day tomorrow. You've got your semi-final match, too. We have no idea who your opponent could be, and Paimon's a little nervous. Since we're both struggling to sleep, do you want to head out for a stroll? We could go grab something yummy, then take a guara to check out the arena. Might be a good chance for our little warrior to get familiar with the lay of the land. Listen up, Lumi. I've seen Selino's Radiant Blade Horn in action, and it isn't just strong, it's fast, too. Her best way to exploit both of these traits will be to make her Radiant Blade Horn charge you. You'll have to find a way to dodge the attacks, then pick the right moment to counterattack. Linnea! Sure am. What are you guys doing here? Lumi and I were just going over our strategy for tomorrow.
Alright,
Since you're
half
here
is
too,
finished, the
how
other
about
half will be
letting
finished
Aguara
shortly.
join Lumi in some friendly sparring. Lure the enemy in and wait for an opening to strike. Yeah, looks like that's my best shot at victory. But Hemus is so powerful. Even if we do find an opening, I'm not sure Lumi's even strong enough to make it count. I need a better plan. Thanks. Just because I've seen a future where I fail, doesn't mean I'm willing to go down without a fight. Fate is such a mysterious idea. Despite having it explained to me and having seen it with my own eyes, I still find it hard to wrap my head around it.
What does fate mean to you?
You're in a philosophical mood, huh? Well, I don't know if I'm the best person to ask. I've only just learned who I really am. I need some time to think. Besides, I'm an advisor, remember? It wouldn't be very professional for me to start spouting best guesses and speculation. What if I led you in the wrong direction?
Relax. I'm just curious to hear your opinion.
Alright, well, I I think that knowing the future is a pretty lousy deal. But then, life's full of lousy situations. When I was a kid, my greatest suffering came from not knowing. I didn't know how my parents would react when I told them the truth. I didn't know where to go when they left. Back then, I actually wanted to know the future. I dreamed of a day that fate would send me a sign. I just wanted some clear guidance on what I should do. Something to give me the courage to go on. But fate didn't show me anything. It was my own stubborn will that got me through. Turned out that the only person I could rely on was me. I've always known what it's like to be terrified of the unknown. And now I'm learning that knowing for sure isn't all it's cracked up to be either. What's the big deal? The world hasn't ended and I haven't changed. What do I have to fear?
Training session over! Feels like these two are really forming a close bond.
All right, I think we're as prepared as we can be. Time to get some shut-eye. Tomorrow, we're gonna face our fate.
All right. Alright, let's see how this unfolds real quick, and then we'll take my doggy for her walk. It's about time, folks. It's almost time. My dog hasn't really been energetic in the last few days. I just assumed just because of the weather. With it being overcast and rainy for the most part. But even though it's cool today, it's sunny.
Is everybody ready? Prepare yourselves for the opening match of the semifinals! Our contestants are ready and raring to go. On the one side, we have the Traveler and his partner, Aguara. And on the other side, we have Biliana and her partner, Gornisen.
Biliana, huh? I'm not sure who I don't think I've ever seen a character like her before. At least an NPC of the sort. Perhaps because of the last minute training yesterday, Aguara is more fired up than usual and wins the match with style. Wow, okay. Cutscene instead.
Take a short break. The second semi-final will begin shortly.
Great job, Aguara!
In that case, we can actually take a break and then finish the rest of this.
Selena were up next. Come on, let's cheer them
on. Looks like our contestants and their partners are in position.
Alright, looks like I won't be manually starting this up myself.
On the one side, we have Linnea and her partner, Lumi. And on the other side, we have Celino and her partner, Hamus. Buckle up, folks. The semifinals are about to begin.
Yahoo! You can do it, old boss. Go get him,
Linnea! Might as well let it roll, folks.
Charge, Hamus!
Don't panic, Lumi. Remember your training? I'm right here. Ready? Now jump! Attack!
Stop her! This is the will of fate. It was over before it began.
Ah, pity.
Lumi! Lumi! Huh? Oh? You wanna come with me? Let's go then.
What's up, my little girl?
The
Ooh,
wide
hi.
world awaits.
What's up? What's up, puppy? Hi. How you doing, girl?
Don't worry, Hemus. Victory will be ours.
Lumi.
Hi. Oh, she really does look.
Amazing! I didn't know you could grow that big.
We'll go in a minute, girl.
You know, you
Soon
look a
finish
little
this little
different
cutscene.
after absorbing all that geo. Wait a sec. Could that be it? Oh, Linnea, are you guys alright? Traveler, Paimon, come quick! I figured out why Lumi is different from other Jack Frosts. After all the theories I've looked into, it turns out there was one possibility that never even occurred to me. What if Lumi wasn't born different at all? What if it's all a consequence of her diet? Surely ingesting large amounts of rare ore could explain the development of her geofeatures. I mean, just look at fiships. Depending on their element, fiships can look wildly different. But from a biological perspective, they're still considered the same species. Lumi, you don't have to wait for evolution to catch up at all. You just have to find another Jack Frost who likes the same things as you do. Then you'll have a true companion.
Oh.
I'm so happy you unleashed your full power, Lumi. If you hadn't pushed yourself like that, I never would have had this eureka moment.
Oh, hi. My little girl. I thought Linnea would be disappointed with losing the match, but I guess this reaction is more her style. Yeah, indeed. She lost, but not in the way it was prophesized.
Why did you hold back?
What do you mean? If Lumi had landed that hit, you and Hemus would have been in serious danger.
Even so, when that hammer started to fall, the future I once saw went blank before my eyes. Did fear cause me to see a false vision? Or did she truly cheat fate for a brief moment? What does it matter? In the end, the pull of fate exerted its force all the same. The prophecy came to pass as surely as the sun rises in the
No,
morning.
it didn't.
What's on your mind, sis?
I just think it's a shame. You gave your all in that battle, but it didn't change a thing.
I actually did.
Whatever path you take, it always leads to the same place. Fate is so cruel.
Celino, do you remember the question that you asked me? I told you I'd give you my answer after the tournament.
I remember. And I'd still like to know what you think.
You told me. There are many possible roads into the future, but they all lead to the same destination in the end. Well, I prefer to think of it the other way around. We might already know where we're headed, but we get to choose how we get there. Maybe fate will always lead us toward the same destination, but I never cared much about the outcome. I just want to walk my own path. So, even if I was destined to lose to you, there was no way I wasn't gonna give it everything I had. And even if my ship ends up at the bottom of the ocean, I'm not gonna let that stop me from sailing it to every corner of the world first. If all people care about are outcomes, then why doesn't everyone give up on happiness and love? After all, the certainty of death is the one thing that every person knows about their fate. But my feelings, my thoughts, everything I've seen, all that exists beyond the reach of fate. They belong to me, and no one else controls them. Lumi, sounds like you agree, right?
Linnea. Ignorance really is bliss.
Even when we're scared and uncertain, it's important to face the truth head on. You sure about that? Because if I hadn't come here, I'd be regretting it already.
How I envied your cheerful optimism when I first saw you. I thought your happiness was all thanks to your obliviousness to fate. Yet now you've witnessed your fate and experienced failure. And still you haven't let it drag you down. Perhaps I was wrong from the start. The difference between us was never about knowledge of our destinies. It's about having the courage to accept it.
Celino, you okay? You're looking pretty zoned out.
Actually, I was just thinking, I'm happy for you. I claimed the victory promised to me by fate. And you found your answer. A truth that transcends fate itself.
Sounds like I got the sweeter deal overall. But hey, mine and Lumi's journey isn't over yet. So enjoy your victory, Celino. But don't get complacent. Otherwise, my partner here might just take it back from you one day.
That little thing?
That plus our special bond. Let's go, partner. This time it's my turn to help you train. So, Aguara comes from Natland, right? If we're gonna train hard, we should do it there. There's plenty of natural phlogiston around, which will help keep the little one's stamina up. Let's go!
Alright, folks. This will be a moment where I go take my doggy for her walk, assuming she wants to. If not, then you'll be seeing me back again. Let's take a, say, 20-30 minute break, alright? You know the drill. Go mingle with near and dear ones as much as you can. Touch some grass. Grab some grub. And I'll be back in that time frame. Ready and break. Alright, we're back. The doggy's back. I'll give you guys a moment to gather back around. In the meantime, that allows me to go use the restroom. So, line on line. Engineer just called line 1. Alright, let me get these on, though. Keep my feet somewhat warm, at least. Alright, there. Alright. Alright, I am back. There. That restroom use. No, big girl, right there. There you go. Yeah, I told you not to be up on top of the window. You can see outside just fine, and you can smell the scents and all that. All right, now then, let's go to the Natland to complete the train. What? All right, where to in Natland? Right here? Really? Alright. Might wanna... Alright. Uh-huh. Doing globetrotting during a competition. That's kind of peculiar, but alright. It is what it is, folks.
Hello, Natland! I'm back! Give me a moment to set up the tent. I bought this one the last time I was here. Oh, I'll lend you a hand! Now then, Aggie, it's time for you to learn one of Lumi's signature finishers. Watch closely. Lumi, do the honors. Yahoo!
Linnea, you seriously think Aguara can use a giant geohammer?
From what I've seen, Aguara's fighting style isn't that dissimilar to Lumi's. They both use agility to set up their opponents while searching for opportunities to attack. But Aguara isn't strong enough to break through Hemus's defenses. He needs a weapon to level the playing field. Aguara will need to channel geo-essence from the ground and fashion it into a powerful rock hammer. Simple enough in principle, but it might take some time to master. Aguara, want to try it out? Don't worry. It's normal to fail on the first try. Just gotta keep trying. You'll get the hang of it. Lumi, it's up to you to show Aguara how it's done. You'll get the hang of it. Lumi, it's up to you to show Aguara how it's done.
Alright, gotta wait until the day after tomorrow, huh?
You'll get the hang of it. Lumi, it's up to you to show Aguara how it's done.
Alright. And time ticks away.
Feels like I blinked and 2 whole days went by. I've heard it said that people can find their fates by studying the stars. I guess that means that fate's been looking down on us this whole time, huh? I could really do with some sleep. Good night, you guys.
As a descender, my fate is my own. I don't know what it's like to have my destiny anchored in place. The rules of this world surely exist for a good reason, and the same must go for fate. But on this journey, I've witnessed far too many people who yearn to defy their fate. Is anchoring fate in place truly the best solution? Maybe one day I can. Oh, there's the one I found. Then who is Aguara? It must be from a different quest I haven't done yet.
Paimon slept really well. Huh? Oh, look at all this grapefruit. Aguara, did you pick these for us?
Why me?
Wow! When did you learn to do that?
Glory receives help from Mrs. Camp. Oh, okay.
Are you saying you had help from another Saurian? Who could that be?
Alright! Now that Aguara's mastered Lumi's secret weapon, it's time to head back to Notcry. Looks like we should get back just in time for the finals.
Alright, we're nearing the close. Alright. That reminds me. I got 15 hours to finish that up to get all the premium gems for that nonsense. Oh, right. I did forget about this one, didn't I? Alright. Well, to figure 28. 28 days. That's about 4 weeks. You're not. Yeah, I can't finish the Stella Fortuna. Temper thyself for this one. When it first launched, I was able to get 2 done and went before the ending. But then again, that was because they had to extend it for a really long period of time. Speaking of. Alright, let's go to find out. The bell. H being scaling Claymore, which would be nice, is for nice if anyone other than Dory pretty much scaled with HP, that is. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. She does. Unfortunately, she wouldn't make as good use of the bell. Unfortunately, just because she's not always protected by a shield, so there's that. Plus, Ito wouldn't be able to make usage of the portable power saw, because he doesn't exactly, what's the one I'm looking for? Oh, right, he doesn't usually get healed, because he's protected by a shield most of the time. Pardon me. That's what it is. Alright, anyways. Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. The bows. That would be useful for Linnea if I ever had her. Not so much that one. Not so much that either. Possibly. Definitely not. This one maybe. Still can't think of anything better to use for Diona except for the sacrificial bow. Hmm. Right, her does her... I can't remember if her burst does any damage. Would be useful otherwise. I mean, not damage, but does if it does any... Yeah, I can't remember if her burst does any damage. So, there's that for you. Oh, biscuits. That's also another one. That's bit of a hassle, isn't it? Well, she does. You know, she does get healed and will heal others for sure. So there's that. But this Song of Status requires the wielder themselves to be healed. That's what makes this such a pain in the knickers to figure out. The elemental damage bonus is a double dip, and she does scale with attack, so. Especially heals, if memory serves right. Either or they scale with elemental mastery, I'm not sure which. Been a while. Well, not that. What's his name again? I mean, this would have been as good of a choice as Alley Hunter. I'm actually surprised I managed to get 5 Alley Hunters in one go. But Rowan does not need extra energy recharge. He gets his burst relatively quick. No, I really am curious though. I mean, honestly, Kali does not need energy recharge. My Kali doesn't. She gets her elemental burst quickly. So I wonder if I should put the stringless on her instead. But she's the only, I mean, technically speaking, Venti can trigger this, but he does only tends to trigger this this effect only with his burst, and that's the issue. Whereas in Kale can actually trigger it, burst or no burst. perfect for my Chaska until I can get her signature, which probably at this point is not going to be a thing, most likely at this point. Actually, I think I know what I can do with these 2 hits here. Yeah, that still always be best on Sethos. Alright,
The final is about to begin. Contestants, please take your positions. Spectators, we kindly ask you to wait outside the arena.
And get a new bottle of water.
Oh, it's finally here! Aguara, today is your time to shine. It's all up to you now, partner. You've done the hard yards in training. Now, go out there and believe in yourself! It's time to write your name in lights and show the world how hard we've worked! You've got this, Aguara!
We got this. Actually, speaking of getting stuff, almost forgot. Chocolate milk. Alright, one more, folks. Alright. My little girl's still waiting to see Papa. Alright, we got this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is finally over. It's time for the Spirit Envoy Championship Final. You'll be very familiar with our contestants by now. Celino and her partner, the Radiant Bladehorn Heinous, who seized their their place in the final after a hard-won victory in the last round. Then we have the Traveler and Aguara. This little Tapetlasaur might not look like the most ferocious beast, but this duo have fought courageously to reach the final stage. Who will be crowned champions today? In a few short moments,
Get the crowd all hyped up.
Back from training camp? Then let's do this. Show me what you've got.
You've got this, Aguara. Don't be nervous.
All right. That looks like something confident, so let's go with this. I'm thinking she might go with a defensive strategy here. Let's go with that. Nope, I was wrong. Okay, hands on hips. Definitely for quick charge attack. I mean for a quick attack. Let's try this one. Jump.
Impressive.
Hemus, summon Animo energy on your horn, and then charge!
Now you see what you're up against.
Let's go with that. Barrel in the ground.
Hiding underground, are we?
Keep
Should be.
charging, Hemus! Jolt him out of the hole!
Okay, that was probably a bad idea. Alright now.
Hemus, are you alright?
Let's see. Yep, I was wrong. Okay, so she did go against the opposite of what she was. I was kind of playing just based on that. I'm getting my butt kicked, folks. Yeah, that didn't work as well as I thought it would. Let's try that. Yeah. Nailed it this time. Alright. Heavy strike coming? Taking longer than I thought it would. Let's go with that.
Now, Hemus, trample him. March to victory and leave nothing standing.
Infinite eggs.
Well done! Keep it up, Aguara!
Human seems to be running out of steam, but Aguara's already panting too. Looks like it's time to end this. Aguara, just like we practiced.
Come on, time to put that training into practice.
Of course, we're gonna do this like it is either Lucha Libre style, Lucha Libre slash bullfighting stuff.
Interesting.
We showed them no
Dude, that little munchkin's got some style.
Of course, he didn't make this appearance.
the hot springs if you win. Hemus, full tilt.
Aguara, charge!
Hemus has lost the strength to fight on. It's all over, folks. The champions are the Traveler and his partner Aguara.
Indeed.
So, I lost. You did superbly, Hemus. Get some good rest. Seems I underestimated your little partner. I'm impressed.
What did I say? Told you my partner would help me settle the score.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now take a short break to give our finalists a moment to recover. But don't go too far, because we'll be back very soon for the award ceremony. Thank you to our contestants for your amazing performances. Now we'll be interviewing our 4 top finishers. First up, it's our champions, the Traveler and Aguara. We can all see that Aguara is still a young slip of a Tapetlosaur, and yet the fiercest of enemies couldn't stand in his way. So tell us, what's the secret to Aguara's success?
Hard work and sacrifice, living in Amish paradise.
I see. It sounds like behind every champion is a dedicated group of supportive friends. I'm sure we're all looking forward to even more spectacular performances from Aguara in the future. Do you think you're up for the challenge, little one? Next, we have our runner-up, Celino. Let me start by asking, what's next for you and Hemus? Will the two of you keep adventuring together in the future?
No,
Duh.
Hemus doesn't belong with me. I'm hoping that soon I can set him free to roam the wild. And of course, since he's so friendly towards humans, I do hope any adventurers who run into Hemus in the future won't mistreat him.
Sounds like Hemus is a real freedom lover. If we have any adventurers in the crowd, please keep your eyes peeled and make sure not to hurt our friendly Radiant Bladehorn. Moving on now, we have some more familiar faces from the semifinals. This first question is for Linnea. During your match against Celino, you jumped in to stop your own partner Lumi's rampage, costing you a certain victory. Do you have any regrets?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't regret it even a little bit. But who wouldn't? All we can do is live our best life and hope to look back with as few regrets as possible.
Indeed.
And overall, I had a really great time in this competition. I found my long-lost family, and we really care about one another.
Inspiring words from Linnea. Now it's time for our final interviewee. Please welcome Viliana from Snezhnegrad. Anything you'd like to share with the crowd?
Well, I've been really loving Not Cry. There's so much to see and do. I'm planning to stick around for a while, so if you see me around, come and say hey.
Great. Enjoy your stay, Viliana. Well, folks, we've heard from all 4 of our semi-finalists. Now to round things off, it's time for a
gotta be a
group
fake,
photo.
cause she looks
Thank you to everyone who
pretty pale.
took part in the Spirit Envoy Championship. We hope to see you next time.
She looks like one of the whites
I gotta
from
get going. I'll make sure to tell Mom and Dad how you're doing. I know they'll be so happy for you. Without me around, your prophetic abilities will be slow to develop. But you should know that since you've been to the tundra and you've encountered others of your kind, it's only a matter of time before your abilities fully awaken.
I'm sure you already know how I'm going to respond, sis. I'm not afraid to know the future. All that scares me is the prospect of a life without you, Mom, and Dad.
I know. Well, write me whenever you want to see me. I'll be there in a heartbeat. And when you're ready, come visit us in the tundra. I'll give you the address.
Thanks, Celino. I can't wait to see you again.
Up toward a homecoming toward homecoming wings. And with that brings the event, the story, the chapter to an end, folks. Yeah. What's this? Oh. Still haven't got the rest of these fools in here, weirdly enough. And there's an ode to the silver moon. Hopefully they'll add more of the old ones in the future, so that way you can look back on it. I still get to do any of these hangout quests. Oh my goodness. Alright, and I still have yet to complete any of the Tribal Chronicles as well. Yeah, well, that's what it is. Upward toward homecoming wings, yep. Alright. And that ends that, folks. It does. Yeah. What do I do with myself now? I mean... Okay, got her ascension, at least to send her at least 1 or 2 ascension levels. Still gotta do at least 8. Get hit more. Those silly wings and such from this thing, whatever this is. The plume, Fallen Watcher, which requires me to go here. In order for me to do that, I gotta go here to do that. Which means it's probably a quest line I'm going to be doing without you folks, without being able for you folks to watch it either. Alright, folks. This is where we're going to have to call it a day. Or not just a day. We're going to have to call... it's time. I wouldn't say to say goodbye forever. But what I would say is... for the folks who are just catching this right at the end of this broadcast. As I said, my father died 2 days ago. And with everything that's befallen, he had no life insurance, or unfortunately, the VA's not, the Veterans Affairs not gonna be able to cover his. Well, I wouldn't say not gonna be able to. They won't pay for the funeral costs up front or anything. So.
Guess it never hurts to try a bit harder.
But they will reimburse us afterwards. So. Which means I'm gonna have to and it means since he's now gone, don't have the means to live in my current the current house I live in. What do we call it? The mobile home we are currently renting out. While we was trying to actually save up for an actual down payment for a house loan. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna be moving out. I'm gonna have to leave here by the end of this month, and I have no idea where I'm gonna go to, folks. So after today, I'll be on pretty much an indefinite hiatus. And as far as I know, I have no idea when I'll be coming back, or if, for that matter, to broadcasting. I've been trying to get this thing, I've been trying to get this broadcast thing off the ground for the last 10 years with no success, honestly. Main part mostly because I have been working full time to even help save up enough for to even be able to afford a place in the first place. And I have been lacking a few things that would make my channel go off the, get off the launch pad as the thing goes, like getting design work done for my channel's page. That way, at least it looks a little bit more professional, and also replacing, getting a web camera to replace the old, my old Xbox paraphernalia that I used to use to actually, video myself with back when I first started, when my channel was actually had a little bit more in terms of viewership. So yeah, with a heavy heart, I gotta say, so long and farewell, I guess. I want to say until next time, but I don't know if there will be a next time. But if there is a next time, regardless if there's a next time or not, remember, folks, I want you all to remember always to game on and be excellent with each other. And if there if there is a next time, the corner will be closed until then. With that, I want to say thank you all thank you all for who actually have been watching me so far for this long and stuck with me for this long. I appreciate that. I will try to keep you folks updated with my Twitter page. It's at @RabbitDrewC, capital R, capital first R is capitalized, second the C is, and the first R and the C is capitalized. @RabbitDrewC. Find me on Twitter there. I will try to post up any updates on whether or not I will be coming back to broadcast soon. So yeah, the corner is closing for a while now, folks. So thanks for stopping by and skedaddle, okay? Y'all take care. And hopefully I'll be back.